All right, you're welcome to another beautiful Saturday morning right here on AFIA TV, the home of sports, AFIA Sports Show, and I'm your host for today, the priest of football, Emeka Madoko, aka Femelo, and I'm not doing this alone. I'm here with my wonderful co-host for today, and the divinity of football, Divine Onka. You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
All right,
thank
we
you.
have a lot to discuss today, ranging from the Npfl. I mean, the Flying Antelopes is not a surprising news for anyone now who's been following the Npfl that they've not gotten off to a good start in the Npfl this season, and they'll be looking for a first win of the season against the boys in Plateau United. That match is coming up in the Cathedral tomorrow. So let's see what they can get done by tomorrow when it comes to that time by 4 p.m. We're also going to be looking at some news from the Super Eagles as well, their qualifiers. Will they be able to do the job against Rwanda and South Africa? It's looking really tight at the top of the table right there. I mean, South Africa with 16 points after their win yesterday. It's looking really cagey, and I mean, is to say that Nigeria can't get that 3 points against them after they play Rwanda. Who knows? More of that to come. And so let's get straight into the stories for today. Okay. So now we're going to start off with the FPFL, and match week 3 is kicking off. We've already highlighted that the Flying Antelopes would be looking for a
Their
first win.
3 points.
So I want to get your views about their game so far, starting from the game against Kun Khalifat at the Cathedral, then their trip away to Warri. How have you seen their games plan out so far? What can they do to turn this season around this early on?
Okay, yeah, that question, that's what I want to hit there. What can they do to turn this season around? It's a very, very, should I say, unwanted start. Shaky start. That, as in, the shaky is too shaky. That, like, okay, let me put it this way. It's so serious that even in our third game, okay, going to our third game, we are still, Enugu Rangers are yet. Enugu Rangers are yet to get their first 3 points of the season. It doesn't really speak good of Enugu Rangers. Come on, at the time, I do wonder if they know that they are actually the giants or one of the giants in Npfl. So it's almost like Manchester United right now. Don't mind me. But like, come on, this is the Flying Antelopes. This is Enugu Rangers, for crying out loud. 7 to 8 time Npfl champions. This doesn't really speak volumes of us, but I hope that tomorrow at the Cathedral, at our own home ground, that at least we get 3 points. We record our first 3 points of the season, and I hope that 3 points will be the first of many other 3 points that we hope to get, both home and away.
All right, I want to ask this next question here, and
Okay.
building off that, right now the Enugu Rangers are sitting in 19th place and they are playing against 20th place 20th place Plateau United. Are we seeing a continuation of the poor form from last season coming into this season, or is there something that Fidelis needs to do to rally these boys up and turn this whole shall I say blue patch around?
It's not even about if there's something he has to do. He has to do something about it. Come on, it doesn't speak good of him, of Rangers in general, in quotes. Going down by the history of the club, one of the most successful clubs in Npfl, both in the East and around the country at large. We shouldn't be talking about being 19th on the position. Come on, they said first impressions matters, for crying out loud. So this impression right now is not good. We didn't end the season well. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Last season, we didn't end last season well. We lost a lot of home games. Even the Oriental Derby, we lost against what's his name? Emmanuel Amunike's what's the name of that his club again? Emmanuel Amunike, the club he was coaching. Heartland FC. We lost at home. Okay, now we've played our first game at home. We didn't win. We didn't win our second game. Now this is the third game. For crying out loud, Fidelis Electrical needs to do something, whether he likes it or not. Something has to be done. It shouldn't continue. It doesn't speak good of us. Like, we might start losing interest. When I mean the fans who are around, who are following Rangers, might start losing interest in Rangers. Why? Because the results that we need, we are not getting them. So that's what I have to say about that.
All right. I mean, it's not good to see Gerald Enugu Rangers start off at this pace that they are starting off. I mean, this is it's supposed to be a clean slate. We're supposed to look ahead and put behind last season's poor performances and hope that this season will be different. It's on Fidelis and the GM of Rangers. We all have to rally up together and get these boys prepared, put these new signings to work, get the old boys in tune with the new boys, get them to gel and see how they can turn this season around. I mean, being 19th place after the first two games, it's not that too bad. I mean, it's not how you start, but how you finish. I guess it's better to start off rough and finish good. I guess it's just on Fidelis now to get the boys.
I just hope that right now that they are listening to you and hearing what you're saying, because it will be very, very bad if we don't have
turn this around.
I'm telling you, because this doesn't speak good. We need to do a very strong remotanda, a very strong comeback this season in Npfl. It's all right. Just saying my mind. No offense to anyone, please.
Still on the home front here, we have more news from the Metro. Yeah, we're talking about the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing Rwanda in New York today by 5 p.m. And this is two key games that we have in this international break. We have Rwanda and we have South Africa. Two must-win games if you have to qualify and book your ticket to the World Cup next year. If you must.
That adjective.
Now, I want to ask this. Given the whole qualifier so far, from match day 1 to match day 6, this is match day 7 we're entering now. Have Nigeria done okay enough to at least get themselves where they need to be? Are they on track? I mean, they have 12 points to play for, and they have 7. Do you see them automatically maybe qualifying as first or maybe second runners-up in the group? Is it possible for Nigeria at this stage?
It's possible if that if has to be put into our state. No, but seriously, over the years, I'm sorry to digress, but I'm kind of... Why is it that whenever it's Nigeria and a tournament, there's always an... Okay, I won't say always, but most at times, why can't we just qualify, comfortably, just play our group stage, and then group stage matches, our qualifying matches, and then go in and play our game and get our 3 points comfortably and qualify for the tournament comfortably without using that word, that adjective, if. We have to stop gambling our game here, for crying out loud. We need to. Come on now. This is Nigeria, for crying out loud. As long as football is concerned in Africa, I know Nigeria is in top 5. So why can't we just comfortably play our game? Okay, we are playing against Rwanda. Who is Rwanda? Are we supposed to be battling with Rwanda? Who is Lesotho, right?
We have South Africa before we play Lesotho.
Good. Okay. We still have Lesotho. Beautiful. No, I don't even want to talk about South Africa because they are formidable. I'm talking about who is Rwanda, who is Lesotho, who is Zambia, who is Zimbabwe. Like, why are we having issues with... Normally, when you talk about what we have, the quality of our players, we shouldn't be battling with these countries. I know football is unpredictable, but...
Based on pedigree and all that.
Now, come on, pedigree, CV, the quality of players that we have, we shouldn't be battling with these other countries. We should just go ahead, get our 3 points, get the needed points, and qualify. Who is it apart from Nigeria and South Africa? Tell me, what other country is supposed to be a threat to us?
Well, I mean, it's on the onus of the head coach. It's on the onus of Sekochel and his boys to get themselves fired up.
I won't even blame Eric Chelle for where we are now. I'm blaming Wavon. Yeah, Wavon. He was one who started this the qualifying journey with us. So I don't really blame Eric Chelle. Maybe Eric Chelle is there to right the wrongs and then repair the spoils. But based on that, we shouldn't be where we are right now.
I mean, we're still on the qualifiers. One African country has booked their ticket for the club for the World Cup next year, and I'm talking about Morocco. I mean, the Atlas Lions have booked their ticket for 2026, Mexico, Canada, and USA. But moving on to the rest of the stories from around the world, I mean, the UFA scene.
Yeah.
we have results from the match day 7, and I'm waiting for the access to be displayed there on screen. Let's get some of the access there for the match. Slovakia beating Germany 2-0 at home. That has to be the biggest stunner of match day 7. I mean, there were some few positives from there. There were some few negatives from there. Positives from the Slovakian side and negatives from the German side. Spain beating Bulgaria away from home 3-0.
Not a surprise.
Cucurella getting his first international goal there. I mean, there was really one for the Spaniard there. We have some other results coming up shortly. But I want to ask, you've been following up the qualifiers so far. You've been following up not just in Africa, but in Europe as well. Which European giants do you feel might miss out on the World Cup? I just want to get your thoughts there before we get the assets on the screen there.
I don't want to start. Please, I'm not the no, you know, I won't mention anybody's name, but I just want to say this. Let's just watch and fold our hands, because football is unpredictable. Just like when you ask about Nigerian and they're qualifying, there's always an if there when it comes to Nigeria. So I don't want to bring that one across Europe, because Europe is a different ball game together. Because in Europe, anything can happen. It's actually always a surprise in Europe. So I wasn't surprised that Slovakia defeated Germany. Yeah, I have to say it. I wasn't really surprised, even though it's football, but I wasn't surprised. Germany of late have been collecting from lower countries. Just like in the World Cup, I think 2018 World Cup, it was Japan that actually eliminated them also. So there's nothing that is a surprise for me in football. So when it comes to the Euro qualifiers, let me not mention any name. I'll just be on the fence and just watch. Then maybe after it happens, we'll come back and then we'll talk about it. Let me be on the safe
Thank
side.
you for that. We're going to go on a short break right now. Stay tuned for more after these short messages. All right, you're welcome back here on the AFIA Sports Show on the Home of Sports. I am your host for today, the Priest of Football, Emeka Madoke, aka Femelo, and I'm still here with Divine. You can reach us live on channel 254 on DSTV, channel 17 on GoTV, channel 748 on Free TV, and we are live on our simulcast, AFIA Radio at 99.3 FM. So do make sure to call in and join this conversation. We're going to be jumping into the next story now, and that's the Gustavo story. It's not surprising to everyone in the world of football that the young Chelsea and Brazilian talent has scored his first goal for Brazil, and he remains the youngest since after Pele to score for Brazil
That was
in
in
the competition.
1959.
Yes. So, I mean, it's some good things for the young Brazilian there. I mean, Estaval has been really kicking off to life at Premier League. He has not gotten too many goals there. He has got some assists. Preseason was really good for him. I mean, he's starting life at Brazil very good. He's just 7 goals behind Vinicius. I mean, we have to state that fact. But I want to get your thoughts on the young lad there.
You really had to drop that last statement.
I mean, I had to drop some of the important facts.
Okay. I will start by saying this. The future is bright. So the thing is, he should keep his head up. He should have the support of every player, his teammates. I mean, both at Chelsea and also at Brazil. If he's well nurtured, there's always an if there. If he's well, because I know there are so many stars who rose up just like him, and along the way
fell off the pace.
Exactly. So he should keep his head up. You know, footballers, they're always prone and vulnerable to this luxury lifestyle of a thing. He should for now live that luxury life. I'm not saying once in a while he shouldn't have fun, but I mean he should still not forget that he has a career on the line, a career that is in its baby stages. He's still like a baby in the world of football right now. So he shouldn't let anything get into his head. He should see that, I've not even done anything. I need to step up my game. He's playing for Chelsea, a European giant, and he's playing for Brazil, a world giant, a footballing nation, as a matter of fact, that has a rich football history in the world of sports. So he should keep his head up and, maintain his form and develop his form.
Okay, I want to now ask this question. I mean, it's his first call up. The manager there, Ancelotti, has put his faith in him to call him up for the Celestao there. I mean, do you think this is because of his good works at Palmeiras, or is it just because of the lack of attackers that they have in their discretion for Brazil right now? You know, they are without the likes of Neymar due to injury. Vinicius has that knock, so they've not really called up a lot of players up for Brazil. There, do you think it's because of merit or because of availability that Esteval was called up for the Brazilian team?
I'll actually give it the two options you just mentioned, both merit, both availability. On the part of merit, Ancelotti saw a young lad who has a future in football. So he'll be like, well, okay, how we know he's good if we don't call him up and try him out? So that's how he starts. So if he continues with this form, why won't Ancelotti keep calling him up despite him being a young guy? So he called him up, one, for being a young lad and, okay, this guy has something to offer. Let's try him out. And boom, he scores. So tell me the reason why the next call up that he won't be called up, even if he doesn't start, but he definitely has a place in the team, whether as a substitute, as a or as a starter. Then two, availability. Since there's no striker on board and there's one who is willing to come up and say, yes, I want to represent my country. Of course, they'll be like, well, there's no striker, so let's bring in the one who is available and who can play. And then he comes in and then he shows his stuff he made up. So based on these two options you gave, I think both of them are viable options, are possible options why he was called up.
All right. I mean, that's some good, insightful thoughts there. And there's one more person that we have to mention that was really proud to see the young Brazilian there. His fellow teammates in Chelsea, João Pedro, really having a proud uncle moment right there. You saw the embrace from him in the match. After Esteval got the first of 3 goals in the game, he scored the first goal in the 38th minute before Paqueta gets in the goal in 60th minute. Then you had Guimarães wrapping it up for Brazilians there. I just want to know, get your thoughts here. João Pedro seems to be loving Esteval, and Esteval seems to be loving João Pedro. Do you think this is going to be good going forward for both Chelsea and for Brazil as well?
Are you asking if it's going to be good? It's going to be good now.
Because I mean, you've seen their works together in the Chelsea side. You've seen them solely so far. They've been unbeaten so far this season. One of the 3 teams that are unbeaten in Npfl so far.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
When you talk about a duo, a dynamic duo, that's how it starts. Friendship, love for your teammates. Imagine the whole 11-man team having that kind of love for each other. Imagine the whole 11-man team having love for each other.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be gelling in the squad. They'll be difficult to beat by any other team. Why? Because they love each other. They've understood each other. They watch out for each other in the team. They understand each other. That's where the building of chemistry. This is how it starts. Sorry, let me digress a little. Just like the Argentina team, you can see the way they. So let's get back to that. So João Pedro and what's his name?
Esteval.
That's how it will start. Then when they are Chelsea, they'll still be like, oh, it's still us. Come on, let's get this happening. They can start scoring and creating assists for each other. You score, I score, you assist, I assist, and everything is going well. Just like Messi and Suarez, we can see from their days at Barcelona, and now we are seeing them again in Inter Miami doing the same thing. They are helping each other out. That's how growth happens. That's why you get a successful career. You don't build your career alone. Your teammates, whether national teammates or club teammates, they build your career with you. They help you in building your career. So that's what it is. If they continue that way and then develop on that friendship, develop on that chemistry, develop on understanding themselves, then we are keen. We are going to see a very, very, very big players coming up in the future. So the only thing is, let's just hang tight and watch as things between them unfolds.
All right, thank you so much for that, Divine. I mean, those are some great, insightful thoughts there. And still on the CONMEBOL side, it's not a surprise to everyone that the great GOAT himself, Lionel Messi, has announced he's going to be playing or has played his last game on Argentina soil. And he said he might not be playing the next World Cup. It's kind of sad there to see that one of the legends of the game is retiring so soon. I want to get your thoughts on that.
So soon? Okay. Can I talk to Messi now? Can I talk to Messi? Can I
Go
I
ahead,
want to
sure.
talk to- Please get this camera on my face, please. Lionel Messi, please, I take God beg you. As in I take God beg you. You see that statement you made concerning you may not be available for the World Cup. Please drop that logic. Please. I can't imagine 2026 World Cup without Lionel Messi. How can? No. Please. Even if it is not to play a full 90 minutes, even if it's to be a starter and you're being subbed out later, or maybe they start the game without you and then later in the game you're being subbed in, no problem. But please, because let's tell ourselves the truth. That Argentina squad actually are playing for him right now. Did you watch the game? The 3-0 win?
I watched the 3-0 win, yes.
You see, Julian Alvarez was in a very good position to just take
score.
that shot.
Yeah.
He just dropped it for Oga. Said Oga, beg, score mo. And then he scored. Thiago Almada happened to see only Lionel Messi. And Lionel Messi understood what he wanted to do. Lionel Messi just positioned and he gave it to him and he just rolled it into the post. So it's like they know that, okay, this is a special moment for this guy. Let's go out and do it for him. If this Argentina team continue with that zeal that they used to play the 2022 World Cup and they go into it as in they go into 2026 World Cup
Yes.
in America and they're going with that zeal, I'm sorry to say it too, there is a possibility that Argentina, that Messi, might lift another World Cup. I'm saying this, mark this day too, maybe, just maybe, they might lift another World Cup because they are showing passion, they are showing zeal, they are showing the urge. They are even playing so well that even when Messi is not there, they are still dropping. You can imagine them
You hardly noticed that Messi is on there.
you can imagine them beating Brazil 4-1. Like they beat Brazil like it was, everyone was like, is this Brazil? Like they just mauled Brazil for like, wow. So Messi, please stick around for the 2026 World Cup, please. Oh, my humble request. Thank you.
I mean, the great Lionel Messi, 8-time Ballon d'Or winner. I mean, so many goals for Barcelona and PSG over his time there, and he's still continuing red hot in Inter Miami. I mean, this is a guy who has scored many great goals over these years in football, and it is sad for him to announce this. Maybe we thought he would join Ronaldo and give us a few more years, but I mean, every good thing has to come to an end eventually.
Like
I mean,
I felt the goosebumps when he was crying on the pitch. I was like, God, like how can a man who doesn't know I'm existing? I'm feeling goosebumps for him.
I mean, when you're good, you're good. I mean, that's what your legacy says for
his
you.
greatness actually spread out throughout the world. That's why so many people actually are feeling the heat, are feeling so sad that he made that statement. He later said he will go day by day and watch how good, how well, how strong he will be to know if he can play that 2026 World Cup. So let's just watch and pray. And I know so many fans out there are praying that Messi makes it to the 2026 World Cup, I'm sure.
I mean, you wouldn't. What would the World Cup be without Messi and Ronaldo and some of these other key giants playing the world game? I mean, we are seeing a lot of key giants retire so soon. We saw the likes of Toni Kroos leaving the stage, Thomas Muller,
Ika Gundogan.
It's the golden generation. They are slowly fading away, and it's sad to see that the quality of football we once grew up watching and loved is slowly decaying, and we now have to watch the new boys try and match up to that and create their own legacy as well. I mean, each era that comes, it has to come to an end. But it's sad that it's coming to an end.
This is one of the greatest era in football. The Messi Ronaldo era, the Mola era, the Lewandowski era, the era you mentioned earlier. This is one of the greatest era in football, and I'm glad that I was actually born in this era to witness such greatness. I don't know if football would actually give us such an era close to this one that we've experienced ever since. But let's just cross our hands and just smile and watch as it happens.
Surely we'll cross our eyes and see. But that leads us to our next discussion for today and our final discussion on the sports show today. The US Open, the finals are here. I mean, Yannick Sinner crashing out, but we have Djokovic and we have Alcaraz facing off each other in the semis.
Once again.
Who is gonna take it for you?
Really?
I like to do the prediction thing.
Yeah.
Who's gonna take it for you?
More like you like
Are
putting
we,
on
are
the
we, are we gonna
spotlight.
stick with the experienced old man, Djokovic, who is trying to get the all-time Grand Slams of his year, the 25 title races running, or are we gonna give it to the new boy in town, Alcaraz, who's been busting up the scene since he made his appearance on the stage?
I think I'm choosing experience over youth on this one.
So you give it to the man, Djokovic.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Djokovic. Yeah.
So
But anything can happen. This is tennis.
this is tennis, and anything can happen, like
Yeah,
you said.
exactly.
But I want to ask, are we going to give it a straightforward win, or is it going to be tightly contested?
No, of course, no. It will be a tight game. Come on, Alcaraz is good. Let's not write off Alcaraz. He might win, but I'm just saying this based on what I've seen, based on experience. Alcaraz is good. Djokovic is good by records and by longevity. Djokovic is actually ahead, but Alcaraz, let's not write him off. Since he busted into the scenes and got his peak, he has actually been giving us something to watch every now and then, tournament after tournament. He's bossing and then he's saying, yes, I'm here. So it's going to actually be a close shave. Whoever win has to do some deep work, has to think outside the box to win. But I'm giving it more. I'm leaning towards Djokovic on this one.
All right, that leads me to the second semi-finals for the ladies as well. I mean, Naomi Osaka will be facing off against somewhere there. I want to get your points. Yeah, is she gonna be in the finals? There, we talked about Naomi Osaka. We have another lady in the likes of Sorry, just let me get my thoughts there. I want to get your thoughts about that particular game, the Naomi Osaka game against Samia there. Do you think the USA girl will get her points over Naomi Osaka there, or do you think we're going to be seeing an all other clash outside the US finals, or is it going to be an all ladies US finals there? Do you think there's going to be a affair there?
It's really hard to say because it's actually a tough call to make. But I'm seeing an all ladies thing going to happen. I'm seeing it that way. I don't really want to go deep, but I think the all ladies stuff will happen because they're all
US lady.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
you don't give it to the experienced Naomi Osaka to reach it to the finals again.
I'm not going.
I mean, given the fact that Coco Gauff has run out of this tournament, we only have few ladies that have experience in Grand Slams and in the US Open as well. You don't see the experienced Naomi Osaka reaching the finals. You want to give it to one of the new cuts?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm choosing the energy now.
You're choosing energy over experience.
Over experience now. Yeah. I don't know why. I have a hunch, but I don't know if my hunch is telling me the right thing or the wrong thing, but I'm just seeing the youth doing their stuff here.
All right. Thank you for that. I mean, that is it right there. Osaka will be hosting off against, Amanda
versus Arena.
Zabalenka, that's another fixture there I wanted to get to you there. Ariana Zabalenka, the second semi-finalist there against Amanda. Who do you think is going to be there? Ariana Zabalenka, the experienced lady in tennis there.
I love the fact that you always drop the credits of them being experienced.
I mean, you have to give credit to who credit is due. If you've been experienced in this tournament,
you give someone the flowers,
it's not your first, it's not your second. You've been in these tournaments, you've made it to finals, you have experience there, you have pedigree there. So I mean, I ask you again, are you going to give it to Amanda, another young USA lady there who's going to be fighting against Zabalenka?
Why are they pairing up experience with you here?
I mean, it's the tournament. We found ourselves in there. Those are the ladies that have got themselves into the finals. Okay. And that's how the finals are planned out. So,
fine. I choose the experienced one. They are Arena, right?
So you're going to choose Ariana Zabalenka over Amanda. But you don't want to choose Naomi Osaka to win
like I said, it's a hunch.
It's a hunch.
So you feel there's going to be a
stun in that game?
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
All right.
It's still sports. Come on. Are we not is there anything in sports we haven't seen that is always a surprise?
I mean, the surprise is nobody's ruling out. Even Ariana Zabalenka can still lose her game.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. After all, do you know how many people were surprised that Slovakia beat Germany?
Well, I mean, surprises do happen in sports, but some of the times you lean towards pedigree over new faces, I guess. But I guess that's all we have for today on the AFIA Sports Show. Thank you so much for joining us today, Divine. And just before we go, I want to wish two special people right here on AFIA TV a happy birthday. I'm talking about Jones, our production scheduler there. He's been one of the production team. Happy birthday to you. And Edmond, we wish you another happy birthday here on AFIA Sports Show. That's all for today on AFIA Sports Show. Thank you for joining me once more again, Divine.
Thank you.
And I remain your host for today, Emeka Madekwe, Priest of Football, saying goodbye. Stay tuned for more next Saturday.